Hey, good morning, folks. MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa here. Welcome to the MLive Morning Weather Update brought to you by Consumers Energy. And we fortunately did not have severe weather in most of the state yesterday. I saw a few reports up and through the UP, and I want credit for kind of tempering the expectations all along, as the experts had us kind of into, the western third of the state, kind of into kind of a meaty type severe weather outlook, but that, several of the models just did not show it. So we talked about that. Now we go to other models that go longer range into the weekend, and we're going to look at those really closely because Memorial Day, it looks wet. So, and I'll show you why here in just a minute. Memorial Day, not Friday, not Saturday during the day, not Sunday during the day for most of us, but Memorial Day. So don't go changing plans yet. Always, and I've said this before, 4-day Memorial Day weekend, totally dry. I don't know if it's ever happened. It probably has, but it's just not the time of the year where we go 4 days without a rain. So if you get it on Friday, you might not get it Saturday, Sunday, Monday. If you don't get it on Friday, Saturday, it could be Sunday. We'll go over that, okay? So here we go with it. This is the MLive Morning Weather Update brought to you by Consumers Energy. Current radar shows few showers in the southeast, far southeast part of the state around Port Huron, St. Clair County, shifting off, and most of us should be dry. There is kind of a little bit of a look to drizzly, spotty light showers, brief ones, northwest lower in the UP, not showing up well on radar. I don't think it's something where you're going to get soaked, but you could get a sidewalk wetter. And the good news is the severe weather threat off to our south and east today as that storm system has moved through. If you haven't had a chance to check out some of the videos from Iowa, they are pretty incredible. There's a video of wind turbines getting hit by a tornado and then eventually catching on fire. So check that out if you're interested in something like that. Fortunately, again, stayed off to the west as pretty much expected. It's just we didn't know, the Storm Prediction Center didn't know if some of that was going to break off and come toward us in a dying phase, and it didn't. So that's good news. All right, now here is the radar forecast for today. And again, you see the little spotty light showers. This is noon today. Spotty shower or two in the thumb in Oakland County. 15 minutes, turn on the windshield wiper. And then this is in the north this evening, some spotty showers because it's kind of a little bit cool aloft, a little bit unstable. So here is now the scoop on the weekend. And I'll be honest with you, okay? Late last week, I think about Friday, I thought, I probably better give an early look at the Memorial Day weekend weather. And I wrote all this stuff up, and I prefaced, this is an early look, just a preliminary, let's see how it changes. Well, I forgot to publish it. And fortunately, so people don't know that it would have changed dramatically from what I thought on Friday, and it has. So here's the important discussion. We have models, out to the weekend. We're going to look at the European, which is usually what we consider the best model on timing, and the nature and the strength of a storm system and how widespread it is. And then the GFS, that's the US model, and it's second to the European. Sometimes it's but if the two match up, then that's a pretty good idea. Then, and those are what we call the deterministic mode. One mode, and either one of those could be wrong if you give it a certain initialization and run it. So then we go into what's called ensemble mode, and that's where they take the European and tweak it 50 different times and run it. And they do the same thing with the GFS, tweak it, I think it's close to 50 times, and run it, and then you get an average. And if you start seeing averages saying the same thing as the deterministic, and all four of them saying the same thing, then you start to believe something out into the future. And so what I'm leading to is the fact that it looks like Memorial Day could be wet. I would say could because it's still Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, still 5 days off, okay? So here is the European model, and let's get through next few days into the weekend. And I'm going to call today, hold on a second here. I'm going to call today just, scattered shower in instability, but mostly dry. And then I'm going to call tomorrow dry. This is Thursday afternoon. And this is Friday afternoon into evening, dry. A band of showers and thunder showers approaching. Friday night, very early Saturday morning. Saturday morning into afternoon, you still see a light green. That's probably a very early morning shower, so we'll look at that a little bit different. Saturday afternoon, dry. Sunday morning into early afternoon, dry, and then there comes that storm system, maybe overtaking the southern half by Sunday afternoon. Sunday night, Memorial Day, some showers around Memorial Day into the afternoon, and a daughter trying to call through. Here's the deterministic mode, and again, what it says is we're going to have a rain Sunday late into Memorial Day. Now, the U.S. model, does it say the same thing? Here's its Friday night, early Saturday morning rain. Here's the difference. Our U.S. model, we know, is that it runs fast. So this already clears it out quickly by early Saturday morning, where the European is maybe 3 hours slower, but still, Saturday good. Here's Sunday. And here is Sunday afternoon. Here's Memorial Day. So Memorial Day, I would say, is characterized by areas of showers rotating around. Okay, so now we go to the 6-hour precipitation amounts. Hang with me here, folks. Hopefully you're getting something out of this. And what we get here is 6-hour precipitation amounts, so we'll be able to see when the windows are wet and when they're dry. And so I've kind of gone over it. Friday night, very early Saturday morning, showery. Saturday daylight, dry. Saturday night, dry. Sunday daylight, dry to start, maybe turning wet in the afternoon and evening. And then Memorial Day, because the storm center is over us, doesn't necessarily mean it's a total washout day, but it means it's cloudy, it's cooler, it's breezy, it's showery at times. I would call it more wet and dreary on Memorial Day from what I'm seeing now than just a short-term burst of showers. But let's go into some of these ensemble modes, and so you can see what I'm talking about. So this is 6-hour precipitation, Thursday dry. This is Friday up to evening, dry in lower Michigan. This is Friday night and early Saturday morning, middle of the night basically. Just a second, I lost you on here. Okay, there we go. And this is Saturday afternoon. Looks really nice. Saturday, probably the pick day. Friday, too. Sunday afternoon into 8 p.m. And so you can see that the storm system bringing its first wave of rain toward us late Sunday. Sunday night, Memorial Day, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Somewhat showery. 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. Somewhat showery. Okay, deterministic mode. So we'll start to look now at the ensemble modes and see if they say the same thing. This is a 24-hour precipitation. So kind of a rolling precipitation area. And so this is Friday night, Saturday morning. That rolls over us, and it's a quarter to a half-inch rain Friday night, early Saturday morning. Then we go to Sunday evening, and the ensemble mode, which is 50 different solutions averaged together, also shows that rain coming in from the south. And then this is Sunday night, and this is Sunday night to Memorial Day morning into afternoon. I'm sorry, this is a 24-hour period. I apologize there. So this would be from 2 p.m. Sunday to 2 p.m. on Memorial Day. But the blue is more than a half-inch of rain. Let's go to the U.S. model, the GFS, in a 24-hour period. This is its Friday night, Saturday morning rain. Moves out. And then this is a 24-hour period from Sunday morning to Memorial Day morning and to Memorial Day evening. So it also has a rain in its deterministic mode. Now we go, hey, John Hicks, good morning. I didn't get to say hi to anybody. Is Rodriguez, good morning. Edward Jones, thanks for watching. Dale Schaub, good morning. Linda Morrow. We're going over the weekend forecast. Now this is the U.S. model in its ensemble mode. We don't get a close-up, but this is the Friday night, Saturday morning rain, and then this is the Sunday night to Memorial evening period. Doesn't mean that it will rain all the time, but like I said, that's a pretty substantial rain on the way. So now, what about the temperatures? And they're not bad. In the east, you'll still be quite warm today, while the west side of the state, Grand Rapids, cooler at 70, Traverse City, 65-ish. Then Thursday, temperatures in the upper 70s, and Friday approaching 80 degrees. And Saturday, a northwesterly wind probably kicks in, so cools the west side while it's still warm on the east side. Sunday, 70s, but we're going to start to get into showers. And then, of course, Memorial Day, if we're cloudy and showery, here we go. I guess this might be the year where I have to learn how to play euchre, because nobody wants to play poker with me and family. And I wouldn't worry about later on in the forecast period, as we'll return back to the 70s. So I got to start to watch the Memorial Day weekend for you. And right now, I would call it preliminary indications have pretty high confidence there will be some rain on Memorial Day. Usually these things back off on the time period. It usually comes in a fairly concentrated time period, 6 to 12 hours, and then turns into more off and on showery. But certainly right now, Memorial Day is not looking like Memorial Day itself is not looking like a get the boat out and fry on one of Michigan's Great Lakes or something like that in the sunshine. But hey, it's Memorial Day, so we'll take it, right? Celebrate it for what it's for, more importantly. So thanks for joining me on the MLive Morning Weather Update, brought to you by Consumers Energy. I'm MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa, heading into the weekend, and we will keep you updated on MLive.com. Bye.